Okay.
Race 2, IOM, 24 January 2026. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. RD calls all clear. Davidson trying to port tack start over here. Did not work. As Mackey shuts him out. Boats on the south shore are moving a little faster than the guys in the middle. The angles in the middle look a little better, slightly. Craig Mackey, nice tack back over to port. The rest of the fleet follows him as Craig's got a nice lead. Followed by 88 Steiger. No, I'm sorry, 178 Dave Strong. 26 Davidson is behind him, and then 59er Bill Bridge in that lead group. Coming back on a starboard tack, who went inside on the North Shore early, was Gil Jansky, and he's going to cross all these guys, but he's crossing behind them. 6'6", Dave Woodward, 5'6", Jess Atkinson, all stayed on that starboard tack following Gil across the pond. And they're back over on the port tack, with the exception of Jansky and 7'8". But going all the way across the pond on that port tack was Chris Mackey, who's trying to fetch the mark. But it looks like he's bobbing like a cork at the moment. Moving, but not much. Going to be an interesting cluster at the mark. Not fetching the mark. Although around the mark first looks like 17. Is it 178 or is that 78? It's 78.
That's Doc.
Which is Doc Elliott. Followed by 2-6 and 2-9er. That's Davidson and Mackey, and 4-3 is Dennis Rogers. 5-9er Bill Bridge. 178 Strong.
I'm on the top mark.
Top mark now.
Looks like Steiger just went around.
Top mark, they're all around, with the exception of Tom Warren has pulled his boat out.
Uh-oh.
Well, he's playing with it, don't know if it's working. Almost everybody to the offset now with a gaggle all tied up at that mark, trying not to hit each other in the light air. They look like they're keeping clear. I don't hear any yelling. Oh, there's a collision between the yellow boat and Steiger 8'8". I'm sorry, 6'6". Okay, coming downwind is Doc Elliott, 7'8". Looks like they've called a medium course again. Chris Davidson trying to get inside of Elliott here for that mid mark, and it looks like he might have him edged out right now with Mackey and 2-9er and 4-3. Dennis Rogers all gaggling up at the mark. Bill Bridge staying clear behind him. Coming into the mark, Davidson has the inside overlap with no speed. Davidson's around the mark. Doc Elliott's around the mark. Chris Mackey's around the mark, and Dennis Rogers around the mark, and now Bill Bridge. Whoa, big shift. Everybody's headed towards the east end of the pond here.
Then went a little north.
That was a big shift. And then 178 would be Dave Strong. And 4-1 is Gil Jansky, followed by 5-6 here. Jess Atkinson, 6'6" is...
we have a mark misser.
Yeah. 6'6" is Dave Woodward, 8'8" is Steiger, and 168 is Len Bose, now that he corrected himself for missing the mark. Coming out of that offset in the lead is 2-6 Chris Davidson, 2-9er, Chris Mackey, and everybody else got tied up at the mark and is just parked if you stand back there. Now they're moving. 7-8, Doc Elliott, 4-3 is Dennis Rogers and Bill Bridge, 5-9er. About like the same positions they were in when they rounded the mid-mark. Everybody's around the mid-mark now, and everybody on the starboard tack headed back towards the center of the pond.
It's unfortunate the wind has died down.
Well, see where they look. Looking up ahead, you can't see it on the camera yet, but looking up ahead, it's the lead boats are getting ready to sail into a dead spot as it's real glassy on the water. And Chris Davidson in the lead just hit it, but momentum is carrying him. Okay, looks are a little deceiving because he's still moving pretty well. Followed by Craig Mackey, 2-9er. No advantages on the course here. In the middle of the course, Jess Atkinson, 5'6", decided to tack back over to port to see if that gives him any advantage getting over there to that north shore. But Chris Davidson at the top mark and rounding the top mark. Going to be followed by Craig Mackey, if he can get there, as the wind has just died.
This is where Chris Davidson could get launched.
And it's going to be Davidson and Mackey and everybody else has hit that dead zone and not moving. Giljansky, who came way over here to the south shore, just got eaten alive by 4 boats as he came back on that port tack to get back to the mark. He's just not there. Looks like it's going to be Dennis Rogers. No, if he can get there, he is. Dennis Rogers, 3rd around the top mark, followed by... that's David Strong. 178. 7-8 is Doc Elliott. The 2 lead boats, Chris Davidson, 2-6, and Craig Mackey, 2-9, are on their way downwind. And now at the top mark, 4-1 Giljansky and 8-8 Chris Davidson are finally around the mark. This is painful, folks.
The wind is shut.
Come on, Seabiscuit. 6-6. Who's Dave Woodward is, you could call that around the mark.
Drifted around the mark.
Just barely.
Yeah, the videos you can see the shadow of the rig in the water. That's not a good sign.
No. A little bit of breeze coming down in though. Actually, the wind has shifted east. As if you looking at Craig Mackey right now is on a tighter reach, which would normally be a downwind leg here. And Steiger's almost, Chris Davidson in the lead
looks like he's going up.
It's on a tight reach going on what should be the downwind leg, but he's almost going upwind as the wind is shifted to the
could turn
east.
into a sketchy race.
Now it's shifted back a little bit to the south as he dies in the middle, and the rest of the boats are finally around the top offset mark, but just bobbing like corks. Most folks decided to go back towards the middle, with the exception of Jansky, who stayed out here on the south shore in it. Looks like he's got a little more breeze than the guys in the middle. But we'll see. You'll see Dennis Rogers in the middle of the pond. Finally has cut that shift to the wind in the south, and he's on a tighter reach in the middle. And actually just
Gil's got
not really a jibe, it was a attack. The Gil's moving well on the south shore over here. All the boats in the middle are just parked. Ooh. And Chris Davidson is around the bottom mark, all by his lonesome self, and headed back home. Mackey's going to be behind him when he gets there.
shutting down.
But it's
everywhere.
painful coming back upwind from that bottom mark. There's nothing there.
Well,
Doesn't look like there was any advantage to going one side of the gate or the other.
Pan back to the fleet.
Okay, panning back to the fleet, and you'll see that they're all not moving all that well. Jansky got a pretty good jump on the folks coming over here towards the south side, but kind of slow at the moment. But the boats behind them have all caught a little bit of breeze all across the pond right now, and we'll see where they go. Right now it's a function of whether that shifts to the east again and people catch that or not. Right now it's mostly downwind, and frankly I think that's Gil's problem right now. He's sheeted in and the wind has shifted behind him again, and
Yep.
he can't get the sails out. And there
Let
he
your
goes.
sails out, Gil.
Okay, but you'll see on the North Shore is 4-3 Dennis Rogers looking pretty strong. 6-6 Dave Woodward. 5-6 is Jess Atkinson.
We're gonna pan
You're going to
forward,
catch the
leader.
finishers here as
Davidson.
Chris Davidson's about ready to finish as he goes through the fleet on a port tack, and he'll make that just fine. And there's Chris Davidson for the win. Real race is going to be here for third as Mackey comes back over to port to get out of everybody's way. Back to starboard, he's out of everybody's way, and they're all on. There's Craig Mackey for second. They head to the bottom mark. Dennis Rogers has stayed in the middle. Looks pretty clean out there by himself. It looks like he's setting up for the near mark for the gate, and he does. And there he goes around the gate. He's around clean. And Jess Atkinson is coming around outside gate of the gate. Gil Jansky went inside, and 6-6 Dave Strong.
Stone.
Huh?
No R.
Oh, Strong.
Stone.
Come on, turn the weather, get off.
Little yelling.
It's from the attorney.
Come back up. Dennis Rogers back over to starboard, coming into the finish. Hot on his heels in the middle of the course is Jess Atkinson. They look like they've got pretty even speed. Jess is not going to get there. Dennis for third is going to be tight between Gil and Atkinson. We'll see. Gil Jansky 4-1 for fourth. 5-6 Jess Atkinson for fifth. Gonna be a tight race for 6 here. As everybody just got slow. 6-6 keeps going back and forth, doing everything he can to get there. He does. 6-6, 8-8, and 1-7-8 in that order. For 7, 8, and 9, and then, or no, 6, 7, 8. 5-9er. 7-8 and 6-8, and then in 4-8 Tom Warren had pulled out of that. It was a DNF. 1-6-8.